Howdy y'all, it's Kate from The Lifestyle Lady. How are you? How are you doing? How's your week going? Well, I hope. Today I'm trying a slightly different video setup. My background's slightly different. It's quite boring and quite plain, but I just thought I'd see how this works. Anyway, today's video is going to be about the infamous now bloggers and YouTubers video tag called Ride or Die, which was created by Jacqueline Hill. So I thought I'd have a go and tell you about what my ride or die products were. And if you're sitting there in puzzled bewilderment thinking, what the hell does ride or die mean? I was in the same boat. It basically means my bestest, or my favourite of my favourite of my favourites, my favourite things when it comes to certain cosmetics. What are the things that I really reach for on special nights out or when I'm feeling like pants and I want to feel better? What are the things I love and that I know that I reach for and they're going to perform and do what I need them to do? And so I've gone through my collection of cosmetics and I've decided, I think slowly, but I've got through it all and decided what they are. So I'm here, I've got my list of the tags, the things that I need to talk about. I've got my basket of goodies, and so let's crack on. First and foremost is primer, and for primer I've tried a few. I do like Urban Decays, but if you've been following me a long while, you'll know that one of the issues with my skin, and you might even be able to see it in this video, is a little bit of pigmentation. I suffer quite a lot with like high pigmentation, red, pink in my skin. Being British, that tends to be a trait that we have. So when I was in Sephora once, they recommended this. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, and it's colour adjusting and correcting. So the green is supposed to neutralise the red. Now here's the thing. Do I think it makes an incredible difference? Perhaps not, but I do think it makes a slight difference, and I'm sure it's the placebo effect, but I like it. It does help my foundation or my BB or my CC cream to settle on my skin better, so this is good. Foundation. This is my foundation of the moment. It's the one I've been using all summer. I've probably been using it most of the year. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Stay in Place Makeup. Now this is not as heavy as the infamous Estee Lauder Double Wear, which is like stage makeup basically. It covers up all blemishes, all issues. It's a workhorse of foundation. But honestly, I don't really require that. I don't really need that. I'm fortunate enough not to need that. But the light is great. It's an in-between. It's a little heavier than a BB or a CC or a tinted moisturizer, but nowhere near as heavy as a sort of strong foundation. And so this is really great. I've been using it lots. This is my second or third one. It lasts a long time. I love it. So that's my foundation. I go to concealer. Concealers. This one was difficult, mainly because I've bought two, and I think it's the only product on the list that I've bought two of, and I will explain why. So the first concealer that I always reach to for anything like kind of cover up or sort of, I suffer a little bit with blue tinges around my eyes. So well worn you can't even see, and this is, I believe it's the collection, I don't even know if they're called Collection 2000. I bought it in Britain last time. I bought a few of them. It's in the cool medium number 2. I don't know if you can get it in the US. I'm gonna have a look online and see if I can list it for you, but I bought it when I was last in the UK. It's a really, really, really good concealer. It's good. The other thing I reach for constantly, which isn't really a concealer, but more, it's sort of like a highlighter and a concealer in one, and that's the MAC Prep and Prime, which is in Radiant Rose, which I tend to wear just under my eyes because I just suffer with a little bit of dark bags, and this just brightens the eye area. And believe me, when I've had a night up with my little one, this is all, I need this. I need all the help I can get. So the next thing is face powder, and you won't be surprised to know that my choice of face powder is always the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Now I don't wear this every day because I don't need to, but if I was going out in the evenings, or if I have got a day where I'm busy all day, this is what I reach for, particularly because I live in a hot and humid and warm climate where I'm glowing and perspiring constantly like I am now, because I haven't got the fans on because I'm filming, all in the art of filming, the beauty of filming. I reach for this. It's great. You know, Laura Mercier is, well, she's fabulous, and her products are more on the pricey side, but they're worth every penny because they're workhorses and they do what they say. And the translucent powder lasts forever. So this is a good one. Under eye setting powder. Well, I mean, this is for the serious makeup people. So here's my thing. I don't really use an under eye baking setting powder to make my eyes go boop, because generally my life is, I don't want to sell myself short, but it's not the most exciting. I'm a mom, I'm at the, highlight of my life is going to the park, play dates, all those sort of things, and you don't want to look really made up. But I have been drawn to this Hourglass Ambient Lighting powder, which if I am concerned that things are melting under my eyes, I do pop a little bit of this just to help the MAC Prep and Prime, just highlight under my eyes and make me look more awake, which is, again, as I said earlier, everything I need. But I'll talk later about Hourglass and how much I love everything ambient lighting. Their powders to me are just like, oh, they're out of this world. I don't know what they put in them, but how they mill them, they're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The way they catch the light, they're just exquisite. And I think I have friends who have different skin tones to me, and I think Hourglass just seem to flatter women. They seem to flatter whatever your skin type. So if you haven't tried an ambient powder by Hourglass, I urge you, give it a go. So where are we? We've done that blush. So we're going to continue with the Hourglass theme. I am very fond of the Tarte's Amazonian Clay blushes. They're beautiful too. But again, talking about just a moment ago about Hourglass, the one I've chosen here is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting in Luminous Flush. I love these because, and they come in a variety of colours, they blend so beautifully, and the way they catch the light, I don't even know if you can see that really very well, but they just have a very subtle shimmer which on the cheekbone just catches the light. It's very, very pretty. They're just so talented at producing great powders, so they're really great. So again, I just said it a moment ago, give Hourglass a go. If you want to treat yourself to something a little bit different, I suggest Hourglass. And if you noticed, actually, when I was talking about setting under my eyes, this is a travel size of the ambient lighting in dim light. So again, you don't have to fork out the whole cost of a more expensive full size one, because you can see test whether you like it, how much wear you get out of it, but I don't think you'll be disappointed, honestly. Now, the lifestyle lady rarely hits pan on things, and that is because I love cosmetics and I try so many different things, and I like to, experiment. But I have, I'm pleased to say, almost hit pan on this. Now, bronzer is relatively new to my makeup routine or what I wear. I don't tend to really have worn it before. I used to just wear, tinted moisturizer and a blush. But I can honestly tell you that bronzer has changed my world. It warms my face up. It makes me look more alive, especially when I can look quite pale, because that's probably my more natural tendency. I'm amazed, because I was always scared of bronzer. I always thought, oh my lordy lord, I'm going to look like, I should be on a beach in Mare in fake tan. And that wasn't my look. When you're like lily white, with very sort of high pigment red, you think, oh gosh, no. But alas, I've been converted. And what converted me was this. It's the bronzer, the Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. This, again, is beautiful. I'm going to put it on my hand. It has a very, very, very slight shimmer to it, but nothing gaudy. Nothing kind of like, whew, look at me, shimmer and shine and all that. Let's just preface, these colours you're seeing on my hands are swatches that haven't been blended. So, of course, you blend them better into the skin, but to give you some idea, it's so pretty. Gosh, and that blush looks very, very pink in this light, but I suppose it is, but you don't wear as much, it's not such a high concentration. But this is such a pretty bronzer. It's a really good introduction to bronzing. It's also, if you're of a lighter complexion, this is really good because it doesn't, again, make you look like, oh my gosh, heavy contouring or heavy bronzing. Right, next on the list is brows. Now, I'm quite fortunate with brows because I have a lot of hair. I've got quite thick brows. So generally, I'm not doing a lot of filling in. I have tried Hourglass pencil, and I've also tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Both are great. But for me, generally, I don't have that to do too much of that. So I tend to go for this, the Benefit Gimme Brow. And it's a little bit like a short mascara, like mascara type wand that you brush through your brows to basically pull them together, give them a bit of a groom and a little bit of colouring and make them look more polished. This is really all I do. If I was really concerned that it had a bad job done where I've got to kind of fill in, then I probably would go with Anastasia or Hourglass, but generally this is what I reach for, and that's what this is all about. It's the Benefit Gimme Brow. If you've not tried it, give it a go, especially if you're a little nervous about doing brows or filling them in, or you don't want that very, very heavy look. This is great. Highlighter. Now, talking about bronzer, in combination with bronzer, because I've always been somebody that has slightly shinier, highlighty sort of skin, I've always been a bit scared to go near a highlighter. I don't want to look like, you know, shimmer and shine and sort of all glistening walking along. But I have fallen in love, again, with my dear friend Laura Mercier's highlighter in 01. It's the Matte Radiance Baked Powder, and it's great. Here it is. I don't know if I can, I might try and put it on top of something. Let's see if we can put it. It's just got that beautiful colour, that beautiful pop of highlight, but nothing too much. And so I found that this is a really elegant way of wearing highlight. It's subtle, but it's still a pop. And mascara. Now, mascara for me is one of the few areas where I'm constantly hunting for something that's going to make my eyes pop or make me think yes. And I'll be honest, I'm still on the hunt for that perfect mascara. I've heard that the Chanel mascara is wonderful. That's next on my list of things to purchase when I feel that I can spend that sort of money on a mascara. I went through my collections of mascara and all of them are missing something for me in one way or another. One that I have been using and I really like is this one, the Marc Jacobs, and I'm trying to see if it has a proper name, my goodness. It's the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara. And if you like that look, that kind of, I've got mascara on and I like it type of look, then this is for you. This doesn't pull any punches. It makes you look like you've got big eyelashes. You know, it gives you that very kind of slightly heavy eyelash look. My eyelashes are not great, I'll be honest. I kind of have loads of hair, but my eyelashes are something I always feel like, they never like look like some people's, which are gorgeous and luminous and Malone, you know. Look, they just look great. So mine don't look like that. And so I'm always on the hunt for a mascara that's gonna make them look semi-decent. And as I said, I'm still looking, but this is pretty good. So it's got, you know, it's on the pricier side, but if you wanna look like, wow, I've got mascara on and my lashes look ready to party, this is for you. Okay, what's next on the list? Lashes. Now, I'm complaining about my lashes. I actually don't wear fake lashes. Mainly because, well, I'm not a teenager or a young 20-year-old anymore and I don't get to party that much. I have thought about experimenting with them. That might be something that I try in the next few months. We'll wait and see. But really, I'm going to pass on that because I don't have an opinion either way on ones that I love. So that didn't really apply to me. Next, lipstick. Now, lipstick to me is like an addiction. I'm always looking for the best colour. I'm looking for a great feeling on the lips. I'm always looking for the best composition of lipstick. And I don't know what it is. I'm always on the hunt for a good one. So when it asks in the tag, what's your favourite lipstick? That's tough because I don't know. But I have to tell you that recently I purchased, if I can find it, la 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 la, I can, here we go. One of these Urban Decay, one of these, just call them the Urban Decay lipsticks. And it's in the colour Rejected, and it's one of their metallized. And if I got this from Ulta, but they do metallized, they do mattes, they do like high shine. I don't know all the terms, but they have the most amazing range of colours. And I was like, if I can't find a colour in this, I have serious problems. But alas, it took me about 15 minutes to look through. And anyway, I went with this one. It's the Rejected and Metallized. I've got it on today. It's a very pretty, fresh rose type pink. The Metallized was interesting because it just gives you that slightly pearlized, catches the light, not a gloss, but that slightly light finish. So if you like things like that, I really urge you to go and give this a go. It's not, I like it I don't know if you can see it's that bottom one. What I like about it is it's not heavy on the lips. It's kind of light. It's not sticky. It's not greasy. It doesn't look like a matte, a heavy matte, although I might try and find a matte for fall that looks great. But it's just light and summery and fresh and put together and looks elegant. And I urge any woman, any age, who loves lipstick, you'll find something in this collection that will suit your skin tone, your age, your lifestyle. So go and take a look. And again, I've been impressed with the formula. It's pretty good. So then it asked about liquid lipstick. Now here's the thing, I don't really wear a lot of liquid lipstick. When I look through my collection, I think I have 1 or 2. Most of those are the Sephora own brand. So I was like, I can't sit and say this is my favorite liquid lipstick because I haven't tried lots of different brands. So I'm going to slightly cheat and talk about the things that relate more to me. If you've been following the blog a while, you will know that I am a fan of lip balms, especially tinted lip balms. And one of my favorites are the Fresh Sugar Tint lip treatments. They contain SPF, they're really nourishing, they're great, especially if you're a young mum and you're just on the go all day. They're great to have in your car, in your purse. They just give you the right colour, you know, the right amount of kick in colour terms. There's a huge variety of colour and the formulation is gorgeous. You always just want to rub your lips like that because they just feel lovely. So this is what I reach for so much. Again, let me see if I can find. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know how much I love the sugar ones. And that's it there. It's just really pretty. It's really nourishing. I love this. I even have one without a tint to it to wear at night. I just love the feeling. They're great. So then they talk about gloss. Now, here's my thing. I'm not a gloss girl either. The glossiest I tend to go is what I've got on now, which is with the METALLIZED Urban Decay. But there is one product that for me is the only gloss, if I wanted a glossier finish, that I would go for. And that is Clarins' Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector. Now this is in the shade 06. I normally wear a pinkier one than this. This, if you've never tried, is a must. I'm not the only person who speaks of these. They are a gloss, but they are not sticky. They just sit on the lips. They feel nourishing. They last a while. They are so fantastic. If you just want that little pop on top of your favorite lipstick that may be a matte, these are brilliant. If you want to wear them alone, just to have a very light sort of gloss finish, they are absolutely gorgeous. They come in a variety of colors. These are fantastic Clarins. I don't know what's in the formulation, but trust me, these are great. What else I love about them is because, you know, if like me, you've got long hair in the wind or you're running around and they don't get stuck, you know, that sticky feeling with gloss when it gets in your hair and it's all blah. You don't get that with this. They're gorgeous. I've bought so many and I love them and I'm trying to convert everyone. That's my mission, to convert everyone onto these. Really good. So I couldn't actually go through lips without talking about a lip pencil. I really like this Charlotte Tilbury in Pillow Talk. I like it because it's kind of a nude, a nudie pink, goes with everything. And if like me, I don't know if you can see that there, if like me, you get a lot of bleeding of your lips on your chin, around here, so this is a problem I have, these champagne problems, this is great. It kind of stops it from doing it. Eyeshadow palettes. Now this was a tough one as well because actually I don't own that many eyeshadow palettes, quite frankly, compared to some people. And I was going to be kind of traditional and go with the Urban Decay palettes, which everybody loves. But I didn't, because I thought when I was looking through, I'm going to show the palette on which actually I often get compliments when I do my eyes with this palette, where people say, oh, your eye makeup looks so pretty. And I think, really? And that is this one. This is the Marc Jacobs 212, the Dreamer. I bought this in Sephora. I'll hold it up like this. These are the colours. They sort of range from the browns and the creams, and then they've got like a slightly pinky, sort of apricot-y shade, and then a gold. And they're not all shimmers, some of them are mattes, but they are so blendable. Let me give you an example of some on my fingers. They're really blendable. They're really beautiful. They're what you'd expect from someone like Marc Jacobs, honestly. The packaging is gorgeous. I don't use this enough, so now I've pulled this out to do this video. I'm going to be using this more often, but this is a really, really pretty one. Especially if you've got blue eyes, this is great. But this isn't the only one he does, so there's a variety of selections of shades, and I think there's 7 shades in here, and he does a variety of different ones depending on your eye colour, again, you know, your skin type. But I've loved that, so I'm glad I had a look through my collection and thought, oh yeah, this looks good, I'm going to give this one a go. Fragrances tend to be from one brand, and that is from Jo Malone. Now, I've worn Jo Malone for a long time. I've worn her longer than she's been in the US, and now she's in the US, lots of people are turning to her, which is great. And I have a few of her fragrances, honestly, but 2 of them really sing to me, or are ones that I think are like a signature for me. This one and the wood sage and sea salt, I think it's wood sage and sea salt, something like that. I will make sure I link it underneath this video. But this is the one that I went to, and this is the white jasmine and mint. Now there's a story to this briefly. This is a fragrance my husband bought me way before we were married, back in the day when we used to date, and he chose it for me, and he said he smelt it and thought and fell in love with it, and he's bought it for me ever since, and I associate it with him and with us. And even when I haven't worn it for a while, I'm always drawn back to it because it just brings happy times and happy thoughts, and makes me think of, it just makes me happy, and I think a fragrance should do that. And also what's very important with fragrance is it can smell so different on different people. So you can love the fragrance of someone else and then smell it on yourself, and it just doesn't have that same bang or pop. And sometimes fragrances suit you and some don't, and this I love. And if you haven't tried Jo Malone and you have a birthday coming up, or Christmas or Valentine's or something else, and you fancy trying a new fragrance, I urge you to try her. Her stuff's excellent. So thank you, Jo. So that was my ride or die tag. They were all the things that I absolutely love. So I hope that was useful for you. I hope I might have urged you to try a few things, or if you were thinking about trying 1 or 2 products, oh yeah, I think I'll definitely go for that. And if you want to do this tag me, give it a go, and let me know what you love and what you wear. Anyway, that's it from me today. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care of yourselves. Ta-ta for now.